What are some of your pet peeves? People who slurp their fucking coffee. Let that shit cool down. Neighbors' dogs who stand at the back door and bark all fucking day. People who crunch their chips real loud, talk with their mouth full, and smack their lips. That's just fucking rude, people. Stop it. Any form of rude eating drives me absolutely nuts. People who point drives me nuts to see somebody pointing in public, especially the ones that will point right across your face to show somebody something. Stop it. That's rude. Scraping your fork across your teeth when you eat. That drives me nuts. Oh, and it sends chills down my spine just thinking about it. People who let their kids run wild basically anywhere in public. People who also let their kids walk up and touch things, move them out of place, and then they'll come over and say, "Stop that, Junior," and then let them keep doing it. Women who fart in public. I know women have to fart. It's human nature. But really, women, do you have to do it in public? I'm not saying it's okay for men to fart in public. Generally, I grew up in a house where basically the women in my home just didn't fart around other people, period, even in the home. That's just me. That's just our family. That's all I'm going to say about that. People who answer their cell phone in public very loudly. Hello? Yeah! Yeah, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Dude, we don't need to know when you're hooking up with your drug dealer, okay? It's okay to take your phone call, but we don't want to hear about it. People who drive in the left lane on a 4-lane highway when there's no one within a fucking mile of them. Stop that. Had a friend I drove to Florida with. Dude lived in the left lane. It drove me batty. I don't know why it bothers me. I don't know why. It just does. So stop it, people. People who don't do the speed limit. Folks, there's a speed limit for a reason. It's one, to give you a general idea of how fast you should drive or how fast you shouldn't if you go over that limit. But just because the speed limit's 45 doesn't mean you should be doing 5. Those been there and done that guys. You know, the person you have a conversation with, and no matter what you're talking about, this guy has been there and done that. Hey Ralph, man, I had this really weird experience the other day where I was riding a unicycle on a frozen pond and I was doing wheelies. Really? Me too, dude. Just yesterday. Shut the fuck up. No, you weren't doing wheelies on a frozen pond on a unicycle. It's not possible. If you haven't been there and done that, don't act like you have. It's not impressive. People think you're an idiot. People who whistle when they breathe. Don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about those people who obviously can't breathe well. They either have a hanger that whistles. Go clean that shit out. Now, I'm sure that I have things that I do that bug the shit out of people. It's human nature. We're all bugged by something. It's just part of our human nature. Now, I am excessive when it comes to my pet peeves, and I'm telling you, I am excessive. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how long I've known you. I guarantee you, if I hang around you for 10 minutes, you're going to do something that gets on my nerves. That's just me. It's just how I am. but I suffer through it. I don't mention it. I grit what few teeth I have left, and I deal with it. I try to keep it to myself and just deal with it because people are quirky. I'm quirky. I know there's things I do that grate my wife's nerves. I know there are, but I can't get her to tell me about them, so I can stop it. So now, if I find something that I think gets on her nerves, shit, I'm doing that shit 10 times just to get on her nerves. So hopefully she'll tell me one day, stop doing that. Not emptying the trash can drives me nuts. Look, people, if the trash can in your house is full to the point where everybody's stomping on it to pack it down because they don't want to empty it, empty the fucking trash can. It only takes a few seconds. It's not that hard. Now, I got this video idea from a thread on Feels Like 98 where this guy asked, what are your pet peeves? And as I'm reading through these, I have found that every single pet peeve listed on here is one of mine as well. And I'm going to read some of them to you. People poking me. Yep, that drives me nuts. Girls fishing for compliments. Not so much there, especially if it's an ugly chick. Hey, throw the girl a bone. Feet on the dash of the car. Yep, that bothers me. Poor hygiene. Absolutely. If you stink, take a fucking bath. Yep. Screaming babies. Absolutely. I know babies are going to scream, but parents, if it starts to become a problem, take them outside. People who, oh my God, gum chewing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that will drive me nuts. Probably more than anything. Last year at the Alabama game. So last year I was waiting to ride the shuttle up to the top of the stadium, and this big fucking heifer behind me, she was a gum chewer. This bitch was working that gum, son. I'm talking about the kind where when they're chewing the gum, it pops. How do y'all do that? How do you make gum pop without blowing a bubble? I've never understood that. Tells me you're awful good at working that mouth and that tongue. Stop it! Put the gum in your mouth, close your fucking mouth, and chew the gum. People who spit in garbage cans, abso-fucking-lutely. Stop that. I don't know, the whole spitting thing, I mean, it's all kind of gross. Sorry, Bill Fervalls and all you other dippers out there. But it is kind of gross to see somebody walking around with a cup or whatever, and, But I understand, I would never bitch about it because dipping is a habit and you have to spit the shit somewhere. So that one, not that I'm going to be sticking my hand in a trash can and rooting around in it, but still. People who clear their throat when they talk. I'm not talking about every now and then. We all get kind of choked up every now and then when we have to clear our throat. What is that, folks? I mean, what is that? And my wife now, oh my God. I can't even imitate the way she does it because she does it so often and in so many different ways. She knows it drives me nuts. The thing about my wife, she does try to be mindful and conscious of the things that drive me nuts. Almost to the fact that her being mindful of them and trying not to do them drives me fucking nuts. I'm telling you, folks, I'm anal about this shit. One of my pet peeves is the fact that I have so many pet peeves. I'm not even lying. It drives me nuts that all these things bother me, but I can't help it. I don't know why. I don't know why they bother me. If there's a peevologist out there that knows how to help me get over some of this shit, please, by all means, hit me up with some damn advice. That's just one of my traffic pet peeves. I have a boatload of those. One of them is people, like if you're driving down a 4-lane road and someone pulls out in front of you in your lane when there's not a soul behind you and they drive about 20 yards and then turn. That gets people killed right there. People who sneeze and wipe the snot on their pants. That is fucking disgusting, folks. Stop it. People who sneeze and don't go wash their hands when they're done. Oh, let's talk about washing hands for a few minutes. People who work at these fast food restaurants, you see them outside smoking when you come in. They follow you in, go straight go straight to the register and start ringing your shit up. Go wash your hands. Wash your hands before you handle my food. That means after smoking. That means after handling money. That means period. That's why they have sinks all over the place. But let's hope for good weather and some good football and a good crowd. It's free. Oh, pet peeve right here. Pet peeve right here. Motherfucker stopping in a merge lane. Oh, that drives me fucking nuts. You don't stop, you speed up, and you merge. Even if you got a big tractor trailer coming behind you.